Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa and today I am here because your girl did the thing. I bought the Mega by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been mulling this over for a while. It's gorgeous, okay, it's so beautiful, but there are a lot of cool tones in here. I'm not a cool tone girl, and I haven't really been into eyeshadow for a while, but the glitter shades are what got me. Like, honestly, I've been seeing this everywhere on Instagram, and I was like, you know what? I don't really have a cool tone palette, let's just get this, that way I can have cool tones in my collection and I can wear those glitters on my eyes every single day of my life. They look so gorgeous. Everyone has swatched them, everyone has already done looks with this, but today I wanted to do kind of like a demo and a review because I've been playing with this for a few weeks now and I have thoughts. So if you guys have been thinking about this and you're doing your research, here I am doing a review for you and also demoing the shadows so you can see how they perform. So if you guys are interested, let's get started. I'm just gonna show you all the shades up close. We have a bunch of mattes, very sheer glitters, and one metallic shade. So there's a little bit of everything in here, and the mattes are very buttery as I'm about to show you guys. I'm first gonna be priming with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I've already done my base and my brows because we don't wanna think about that. We just wanna think about the shadows and the look. So we're just priming, and I'll just quickly set that with this shade right here. It's so confusing, like the shade names. Is this E4? Maybe E4, this one right here. And it's basically like a pinky bone colored shade, and it's matte. As you can see, pretty pigmented right from the get-go. And these do get a little bit powdery, so there is a little bit of kickback. But a little bit goes a long way because they're quite pigmented. In a non-intimidating way, they're super buttery, so they don't feel hard to blend at all. I'm gonna be doing a pretty simple look, I feel like, because it is very neutral. I don't want to fuzz over everything. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is E2, EE2. I think it's this one right here. I'm not entirely sure. I could be completely wrong about the names, so that's why I'm showing you the shade. But it's just like a light brown. And this is just going all over my crease. As you can see, it is pretty pigmented, but it blends out like butter. Like, I'm not even doing much, and it's blending out so easily. One of the best matte formulas I've ever used, I think. Now we're gonna get a little deeper, and I wanna get into some of the cooler shades because why not? Let's experiment. I'm gonna grab this one right here, which is like a taupey color. It's a little bit deeper than the other shade that I just used, and this is EE8, maybe, if I'm reading this correctly. Again, grabbing just a little bit of this and keeping it mainly to like the outer corner and up into the outer crease. As you can see, it just blends seamlessly with that other shade, and I'm barely like tapping my brush. Now I'm just gonna deepen things a little bit more with this shade right here, which is EE1, I think. I'm just gonna go in with a teeny tiny brush and keep it just to the outer corner. This is, as I mentioned, a very, very simple look. Not a lot of shit going on, but I just wanna demonstrate how these work. And as you can see, I'm literally tapping this. I'm going in with a very light hand because I already have my foundation on and I don't want like the product to kick back. But as you can see, like, I'm literally just tapping and this is already blending pretty well, which is insane. I cannot explain to you guys how easy these are to blend. Like, if you have trouble blending or if you're simply too impatient when it comes to blending your eyeshadow, this formula is for you because it is so easy. Basically, you can't fuck it up. One thing I will say is that if you use a light hand like me, all these colors will start to maybe blend a little bit too much, and they'll kind of look like the same thing. To some degree, I want that. I want it to be a seamless blend, but also it can look like the exact same color. So if you're wanting something to look a little bit more like dark, light, then I recommend going in with a heavier hand. You guys know I like to keep things more natural, and especially when it comes to neutral eyeshadow, for me, I'm not super big on crazy smoky eye, but you could totally achieve that look with this. Last matte I'm gonna use is this one right here, EE9 I think, but it's the deepest brown and it's the one that has the by Mario engraved, which is super cute. And I'm just gonna grab a flat brush and add this as my liner because I'm gonna be very boring about it and predictable. And I'll just do this color on the outer part. For the best freaking part, you guys have no idea how long I've been wanting to do this on camera with you guys, the glitters. There's so many to choose from, and I will tell you right now, even though these look very intimidating, like for me, this color and this color, very, very cool tone, these are sheer glitters, so they're not gonna be, like, the color payoff is not gonna be super pigmented, which I love. Today, I'm going to be using E11, maybe? This one that's a little bit goldier. I haven't used this shade yet. There goes my brush, but I think the best way to use these is with your finger and just, are you freaking kidding me right now? This is unreal. I think the glitters are obviously my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm gonna just do this all over my lid because I love these glitters. I have not tried a glitter formula quite like this one. It is sheer, but it still looks so good. Like, it still looks like there's a little bit of pigment there, so you can tell it is like gold glitter, but the pigment is coming from the glitter particles. Definitely. It's not like a shadow and then the glitter. You can build it up as much as you want to. You can make it a little more intense, or you can keep it sheer. I love it both ways. I think sheer, it looks so chic. And oh, look at this. Gorgeous. And it's so non-invasive. Like, when I talk about adult glitter, I've talked about that concept a long time ago, but I think this is like the perfect example of that because it looks so cool, right? Like, it looks very sparkly, it looks wet, but it doesn't look like chunky glitter. So this is perfect if you have more mature eyes and you like to stay away from glitter because it can accentuate texture. This palette I think you would love because look at this glitter. I love this shade so much, and it doesn't get too messy. Like, there are a few like glitter particles here and there, but it didn't get too messy, and I just applied it with my finger. You can go up back in with the brush and like blend things together here. And I think I'm gonna go in with more of the super dark brown and just go over the lash line one more time. Let me just add a bit of color to the lower lash line so we can even it out. I'm just using the same colors I used on my crease, and I'm keeping the taupe mainly to the outer half. Let me just go in with some mascara to finish up the eyes. I'm using the Maybelline The Colossal Curl Bounce, and I'm just doing a couple of layers of this. And this is how everything's looking with mascara. Simply just love this. Like, I am obsessed with how it turned out. Let's just do the rest of the face, like cheeks and lips, and then we can talk a little bit more about the palette. For bronzer, I'm quickly just gonna go in with the iconic London Sheer Bronze in Caramel Glow and adding a little bit of this to my cheeks. I don't want to do a lot because, again, this is, even though we have a full eye look done, I still like to keep things natural. So we're just gonna add a little something to the skin. For blush, I'm doing the tiniest bit of the Rare Beauty Love blush. So I'm just really making sure I prime my brush with the product and then lightly build it. For highlighter, I'm doing the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Highlighter. I finally got my hands on this after months of trying. I got the shade 2 Fair Light, and I'm just gonna do this on the highest points of my cheeks, really keeping it light. And then I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingers and later going in with my blush brush and blending the two. Oh, and this is just so natural, and it goes really well with the whole theme of the eyes. Blendy, blendy, blend. Last but not least, I'm doing the lips. Again, keeping it super natural. I'm gonna line with my Make It Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. You guys already know this is the best. And then I'm doing Glossier Cake because I also love this a lot. And once the lips are done, the look is complete. So let me give you just a close-up look again of the eyes. I mean, obsessed is an understatement. The glitter steals the show, and it's so comfortable too. Like, it's not uncomfortable to wear, and I feel like it elevates any look. You can wear it on its own, you can wear it on top of shadows like this, you can do another eyeshadow, like a shimmery shadow, and then this on top as like a shadow topper. And of course, the mattes give a little bit of depth and shading to the eye. I'm obsessed. This is definitely a look that I will be doing a lot, this palette. It's a winner, guys. It's a mother effing winner. Okay, so let me just give you some final thoughts on the palette now that I've shown you how the shades perform on my eyes. I'm sorry that my hair is doing weird stuff. Anyways, I freaking love this so much. I think you can do so much with this. You can go super natural, you can get smoky. So it is a very versatile palette. I think it's $68. I did get it on sale. Sephora had like a 20% off at the beginning of December, so I did pick this up with that. It has been sold out for a long time. It sells out, it comes back in stock, out of stock, back in stock. So if you want to get it and you haven't been able to because it's out of stock, it comes back in stock all the time. So keep an eye out for that. Another thing that really surprised me with this palette is the fact that the cool tones aren't intimidating. To me, I'm someone who's just into warm tones. Like, that's just who I am. And you do get, you know, a fair share of warm tones in here. There's like 50-50. But honestly, the cool tones usually, they are daunting to me and I don't know how to wear them properly. These are just so easy. I'm gonna try to insert a clip of all of these shades swatched on my arm so you can see them individually, but they work well together. This is a great base palette if you want to do something crazier, like if you want to incorporate color and stuff. This is just the perfect everyday palette with the everyday neutrals, and I think it has a great mix of mattes and well, not shimmers, glitters, but they're not intimidating at all. And I would definitely like wear a shade like this every single day of my life. Sign me the F up. I think Makeup by Mara should sell these individually as well. I would buy them all because it's a little hard to travel with these. I will say they are very soft glitters, and I did travel with this palette back home. I literally wrapped it up in like bubble wrap and it came intact, but the glitters are a little bit loose in certain parts. You can definitely press them down, but be careful with that and be mindful if you're traveling with this. It is more of a soft formula. So with that in mind, I'm here to tell you that if you've been wanting to pick this up, do it. Like, if you have the means and you're looking for a new everyday palette, this is amazing. Go for it. If you've been wanting to gift this to someone, I can assure you that they're gonna love it. Even those people who aren't like super obsessed with makeup, I think, again, this is a great base palette and it's a non-intimidating. Like, you open it up and you go like, okay, yeah, I can work with this. Like, anyone can, trust me. And the formula is very beginner friendly too. So great gift for others, great gift for yourself. If you've been wanting to get it, now is your time because I think it just came back in stock. So obviously links will be down below, but hurry up because these literally sell out every time there's a restock. I had so much fun doing this video with you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope I answered all of your questions. And if I didn't, please leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, as always, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. It always helps me out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I love you and I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays, babes. Bye. Mwah.